What's up guys, my name is Dale, a fitness and bodywork specialist out here in Southern California. I'm doing something I haven't done since COVID, which is do a house call for Ariel. She is complaining about a shoulder and neck pain because the most common problems among my clients are those that are sitting at a desk for a prolonged time. Nothing wrong with that, but after 8 hours at the desk, you start developing forward shoulders, a C-shaped back, and that's just from sitting at your desk to no fault of your own. What I highly recommend is investing in a standing desk, like this FlexiSpot E7 Pro desk. It's really good to give yourself a break from sitting in that C position. That forward shoulder position is gonna catch up to you. So if you're able to get this standing desk, you're gonna have a lot better posture throughout the day. The thing I like about this E7 Pro is it's really quiet. The quality is really good with automotive grade steel versus those cheap aluminum ones. And what I mean by quality is this thing is really sturdy and durable with a weight capacity of 440 pounds. What I like about it is that it has 4 presets that you can set to your seated position, standing position, mid-level position, as long as it's a position that it helps you alleviate that C position from your back. All the benefits of a standing desk are brought to you from FlexiSpot at a reasonable price. The best thing about this is it comes with a 15-year warranty and free 30-day returns. You really have nothing to lose, so give it a try. FlexiSpot provides all kinds of standing desks and ergonomic chairs to meet your demands. If you want a really stable frame for premium use, I'd recommend their E7 Plus standing desk with 4-leg design. They also have a comfortable ergonomic chair with flexible adjustment for your back. Use my promo code right here for $50 off the E7 Pro standing desk. Now let's get back to it. That forward shoulder, that forward neck position really puts your traps out of position, which cause a lot of problems throughout the day. And so what we're gonna do today is gonna mobilize your chest and front delt so those 2 front muscles aren't pulling forward anymore. And then I'll be able to work at her trap and neck to alleviate a lot of her tension. Ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. Okay, so go ahead and sit. No, let's go face up actually. Head right here, face up.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna start.
Do I put my hair over it?
Yeah, you're good there. Okay. I'll put the pillow down later. Actually, I'll do it right now.
Okay.
Comfort.
Ooh, nice. Thanks.
And then it's mainly on the right side, right?
It is, yes.
Or both?
It's on both sides, but this is actually almost like a lump. And I think because
lump.
Because I'm right-handed, maybe? Or
right-handed,
like,
the mouse hand.
Yes.
That's super common. So a fix for that is bring everything close to you. Do you drive a lot?
Yes, I also drive a lot.
Oh, shoot.
I know. It's like the 2 worst things, like working at a desk and then driving.
Right. I know.
Oh, I already know it's gonna hurt.
Nothing is ergonomic nowadays that we do.
I'm scared.
What, from the pain?
Yeah, because it's just like such a weird, I think, area. Ooh, that's interesting.
So chest and front delt first, because those are the muscles pulling the shoulders and traps forward. I could just mobilize her traps and back all day, but these front muscles, if they're tight, which according to her face expression, they are, they're always just gonna put those shoulders back out of place. So we have to undo the puzzle.
So, okay, so if I can't avoid sitting at a desk or driving, what would I change for?
I mean, you could optimize your desk position. Get a standing desk or stretch.
So how would the stretches go? I would just stretch. Oof.
I can send you a couple of desk stretches you can do for your chest and front delt, and then a trap stretch too.
And so mostly it's just posture.
Posture is everything, that's right.
Well, that's good to know.
So everyone at home that's sitting at the desk watching this right now, you should probably start stretching.
I mean, I think everyone has this problem, especially after COVID. Everyone just...
Oh my God, yeah.
Is it pretty common? Oof.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, everyone worked from home during COVID, and I think that's when a lot of people got really tight and honestly gained a lot of weight. I don't mean to fat shame anyone, but...
Don't fat shame me.
They're gonna cancel me.
Don't fat shame me, please. Not on...
You're not fat.
Not on the video. But yeah, that's interesting. Because I feel like so many people that I know work from home still. And oof,
Let's just do one.
Okay. Thank you. Oh. Oh.
Okay, snow angels. Just chill for me.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Are you ready?
Oh god. It fell off.
Like you.
Is this gonna leave hickeys on me? Ooh.
Hickeys?
Yeah.
Hickeys on your chest?
On my chest. I don't want people seeing hickeys on my chest.
I finally understood why people don't want hickeys. It's because like they're chronically dating, and so if they date number 2 and they have a hickey, I didn't realize that. I was so stupid.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. I never really understood hickeys, anyways, because when I was younger, like, you know, when you're like a teenager, like they're so fun, and then as you get older, I don't think like older people usually give hickeys, and that's why I'm like, if someone gives you a hickey, if someone gives you a hickey, they're probably just like marking their territory. I feel like
Marking their territory, or they don't know how.
Because they last like a long time. They last like a few days.
Yeah, a couple
right?
days for sure.
Yeah. So during that time, it's like
Because I wouldn't know.
I don't know either. I have no idea.
What the heck is this?
But yeah, I mean, I could see how people don't want hickeys on them while they're dating like multiple people or whatever. I don't know.
Red flag.
Red flag. That is a red flag. I don't really like dating multiple people at the same time.
One at a time. It's too
Yeah.
hard. It's too hard to keep track. I had this
Yeah.
client one time. He told me he had an Excel spreadsheet to keep track of his dates.
I mean,
I was like,
it's kind of genius, honestly. But like, also, if you date one person at a time, then I feel like you wouldn't need. I don't know, because what if they come back to your life? Then you can just look at the Excel and be like,
yeah.
that girl was crazy. You know what I mean?
Pulls up the pivot table. It's like, huh, this girl.
Yeah. Like have some notes in there.
Scorpio, abort.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, what would that look like? I kind of want to know. He should sell that.
What, the Excel spreadsheet
Yes,
that
I feel like
autofills?
Yeah.
You should, actually.
He should
But you can do it with AI now.
That's true. Yeah, AI. I mean, AI has just gone out of hand. But yeah.
Chat GPT, please keep track of my...
I'm sorry, my throat is like. Do I smell like Portos?
No.
Okay, because I ate some, and then it's like I think they're like.
You smell like a guava pastry.
I know, no, for real. I'm sorry. But it was so good, and then you know how like Portos is like so flaky.
Oh yeah.
It's like I feel like maybe I just did not swallow hard enough.
What the fuck?
Do you know what I mean?
It's like in my hard enough.
I know. It's just in my
Working
throat.
mistake.
It's a working mistake. One big gulp. Sorry. I'll try not to open my mouth too much so that you don't smell guava pastries. Oh wow.
Okay, along the lines of red flags, I was going to ask dating horror stories. Do you have one?
One. I have very many. I feel bad because I'm like.
Don't need to go super specific.
No, I know. I think it's, you know what it is? I feel like some people, when you date them, they're just like so unaware that they're a red flag. Does that make sense?
Self-awareness is
Yeah.
lacking.
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
So.
you're marking up like crazy today.
What'd you say?
You're marking up like crazy today. Sorry to interrupt
Oh
you.
yeah, no. It's also probably because I'm dehydrated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why the pastry got stuck.
That's why it was hard to swallow. You were dehydrated.
Dehydrated. Also, it's been like it was a rough night, so I should have drank more water.
Okay, subscribe first, but your story?
Oh yeah. Like I think some guys are just not aware, right? Like they were just never. Oof. What is that?
Your subscap.
What does that even mean? Oh!
The bottom part of your rotator cuff.
Oh, that's painful. Oh wow. I don't really want you. I understand it's for the benefit of my
I know, this is probably the worst of it today. Everything else will be pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Okay, self-awareness.
Yes. So self-awareness. Oof. Like they were just, I feel like they just weren't taught. Like for example, so this is really weird. So there's this guy. So obviously, like I live here in Orange County, but there's this guy that I dated that was in LA. Oof. And he had asked me out and he's like, yeah, like I'll meet you like, well, he's like, I'll drive to you, right? And like I can bring you out, whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like that sounds good. So he's like, I'll meet you at your house or whatever, which usually I don't have him drive to my house because like safety reasons, right? Because people get weird sometimes. But this particular time, he just seemed super harmless. You know what I mean? And it was just like, okay, whatever. And he was driving all the way from LA. Like I felt bad. And I figured like he wanted to meet me at my house because he wanted to pick me up to like bring me to dinner, right?
Yeah.
Which is actually kind of nice. I think it's a kind of nice gesture.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So where did you guys go to dinner?
No, anyways, so he like drives from LA, which is a long drive. I'm not saying that it's not a long drive. It's a long drive. It's like an hour or whatever. And then he like meets me at my house and then he like stops and he's like, hey, like, can I use the restroom, whatever? I'm like, yeah, sure. So he like comes out, he like uses the restroom. I'm like sitting in the living room and he's like, yeah, like, do you want to go to dinner? And I'm like, yeah. Like, I'm ready. Whoa, I was not ready for that. The only saving grace right now is I know this is going to feel better tomorrow.
Let's not do the cups are kind of brutal for you right now.
Oh my God.
I'll just go manual for you.
Oh, yes.
Not with the blade.
Okay.
Struggling right now.
You're struggling, I'm struggling.
I said you're struggling.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine.
I was going to say, I'm really struggling. But no, he sat with me, you know, on the couch and he was like, yeah, like, ready to go dinner? I'm like, yeah, sure. And he goes, well, where do you want to go?
What? He didn't plan it?
And I was like, what do you mean, where do you want to go? And he's like, yeah, like, we can go at somewhere around here. And I'm like, why?
No plan.
Yeah, no plan, no. I'm like, okay,
guys,
fine.
you have to have a plan.
Yeah, but I was just like, okay, I mean, fine, whatever. Like, maybe he just didn't have time to look it up or, which is fine. So then I'm like, okay, well, we can go to this place that I've been wanting to go to that had like just opened up, and which was like, I don't know, like 15 minutes away from me, and so I'm like, yeah, we can go to this place. So I suggested the place. He's like, okay, that sounds great. We don't have reservations, mind you, or anything. So I'm like, okay, I don't know how we're gonna get in. It's like a Saturday night or something. And then I'm like, okay, like we can go, whatever. Like we can at least sit at the bar, or blah blah. He's like, yeah. And then I'm getting my shoes on, and he's all, oh, well, can you drive?
What?
And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like,
what do you mean?
He's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean, can I drive? And he's like, well, I just drove an hour and a half here. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, so can you drive to dinner? I'm tired.
No.
And I was like,
not setting the tone really well, dude.
Okay. So then, oh my gosh, I forgot there was like so much more to this. I'm like getting embarrassed.
Cliff Notes version.
Okay. So I drive, right? And I'm like, this is fucking awkward. I hate this. And so I'm like driving.
I hate this.
Yeah, I'm driving. And also like, mind you, I get parking anxiety. So I'm like, and this is like a restaurant that doesn't have any parking. So I'm like, where do I park? And like, also I don't really know how to parallel park. Well, I do, but like it's really hard for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And because I just don't practice. But anyways,
So
I will fully admit that. Like I'm a good driver, but I cannot parallel park for like my life. So I had to parallel park. It was horrible. Anyways, so we're at dinner, and this is like a really nice dinner, like almost steakhouse kind of nice. And then we I order like a couple of things. I order like a drink, whatever. And at the end, the lady comes with the bill. And he's like, oh yeah, like, do you want to split it? Okay, like, I kind of understand because it was like a pretty hefty bill. I want to say it was like around $300 whatever dollars. But I was like, not only did I fucking drive here. Sorry, did I cuss? Not only did I drive here. But now I'm gonna split this with you. I don't know. Like I drove
this guy's
here.
doing everything wrong. Sit up and let's face that way for me so I can get the top side.
Okay. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know that he understood that he did anything wrong. Does that make sense? I think he's just always done that with everyone that he's gone on dates with, so he just thought it was just super normal. Well, guess what? It's not fucking normal.
Nope.
Yeah, so that was like one of the most recent ones. Where
He asked you out?
he asked me out, which I was like, okay, sure. And he was like, yeah, like I'll drive to you, which I thought was like really nice. Like, I do appreciate that. Like, I'm not like ungrateful, right?
Right.
But then like when he came,
Everything else was wrong.
yeah, everything else. And then at the end, this is the worst part. At the end, like, you know, we're like going to the car.
Just hold it right there, okay?
So we're going to the car, or well, no, we go to the car. I drive back home where he's like at my driveway, and I'm like, okay, like see you later.
See you never.
And he like leans in to kiss me, and I'm like.